I know this confessional is a little bit late, but can we take a moment to celebrate the fact that we made merch? Yes! Oh, this is a momentous occasion, kitty girls. We have made it to the merge. Now there are 11 people left in the game, myself included. I think this game's gonna end in a final 2, and everyone eliminated from here on out is a part of the jury. So once again, I have made jury. Oh, it's such a momentous occasion. So let's just take a moment to celebrate that. Yes, yes, yes. So let's bring it back just a little bit so that we can recap the events of the previous week, previous round, and catch things up just a bit. Okay, so week 4 started off a little bit grim. We started off, well, we ended the previous week off of a campfire ceremony where we voted off Jake. Yes, we voted out Jake. And when we were starting our next challenge, it turned out to be a selfie scavenger hunt, which is something that I'm not unfamiliar with. I'm pretty sure everyone is familiar with it. So obviously when we got that as the challenge, I was like, oh shit, we have to actually put in work. But we were also at a severe disadvantage because what happened was that the crows, as a reward, got to sit one person out of our team so that they, as like a punishment for us and a reward for them. And they picked Agua. So we were already down, 5-6? And also right before the challenge started, Nicholas came out of nowhere and was like, oh, hey guys, as a reward, I was able to pick and choose a challenge in which I can sit out and have immunity whether or not our team wins. And I'm gonna choose this challenge, so sorry guys. And when he said that, I was like, you gotta be really fucking kidding me right here. We're already down 1 person, and now we're down 2 people. And of all the challenges to pick to chuck up the deuce and bounce, you choose this one? Like, for real? I mean, on one hand, like, I can't blame him because it's like, it makes sense because this was the last time he could use that advantage. But at the same time, it's like, this is the kind of challenge in which we need all hands on deck. And you willingly got the fuck up off the boat. Are you? But, obviously things worked out. I was a little scared going into this challenge because I was asking people questions and, trying to collaborate with the rest of the members of my team. But it just seems to be like a reoccurring theme that I feel like I see. Maybe I'm just delusional, but like I feel like every time I want to try and collaborate with my team members, everything just kind of goes silent and nobody else wants to like contribute. Like when I ask a question about the challenge and it's like a moment of silence. But we don't fucking need that right now. What we really need right now is for everybody to start talking. This is the moment in which we need to get together and like come up with shit. But, obviously, in the long run, things worked out. Of course, I was just paranoid, but like, you have to be paranoid when you're starting off a selfie scavenger hunt and you're down 2 people and no one else is responding to you. And you need to figure out what the fuck everybody has, because if we fuck up, there's a high chance that anybody could go home, including me. Because out of all the people that we've voted out so far, we've pretty much voted out all of the inactive people or the people that don't interact as much. So yeah, that sucks. The last thing I want to do is have to vote out somebody who wants to be here 100%. So, when I got the list of items that we had to do for that challenge, I immediately started running through my house, getting whatever the fuck I could get, taking pictures and sending it to my confessional. A few things were on like the 10-point list and I was like, I have that, I got this. 5 points was like a bag of rice. I immediately knew where that was. Not too long ago, I asked my mother where we kept our rice, because every time she made rice, she knew where it was. But one time I wanted to make rice for dinner and I just couldn't find it. I was so stupid. But yeah, that information came real handy. Because can you imagine the embarrassment of me asking my mother, like, way after dinner, hey, where's the rice? Why do you need the rice? I just need the rice. Also, like, tiki torches, I had to actually leave the house. I had to, like, open the door and, like, trigger the alarm and shit. The alarms didn't go off, but, like, there's, like, an alarm in the house that when you open an outside door or window, it like, says, hey, somebody opened the fucking door. So, yeah, I opened that door and I was really embarrassed. I didn't want to open the garage either, because that would have brought too much attention to myself. So I had to, like, crawl over my car to get a picture of the tiki torches, only to figure out that they were in the pantry the whole fucking time. Either way, I got the 10 points. I got another 10 points for a phone with a cracked screen. I have another phone that I just haven't given up yet because I've forgotten about it and I just keep it in my drawer. So I took a picture with that. Yeah, I think everything sort of like aligned for this challenge. And that was just for the night that challenge was assigned. And then the next day I was like, all right, I definitely have to go to Walmart because I know some of those things I don't have in the house, but I know that they have at the store. So it was also really awkward having to be like, all right, I'm going to Walmart. And I came back with literally one item after being there for 2 hours. It was so awkward. But like, as you know, things worked out in the long run. My parents actually didn't ask any or all questions. So it was sort of like, cool. I guess I'm still kind of in like the mindset of a teenager, but technically I am an adult. So yeah, I guess that warrants, you know, a little autonomy here and there, and they don't have to ask me as many questions as before and demand my presence every 5 seconds. So we won, literally. Yeah, so the results came in. I wasn't gonna question the math because I don't even know how we got 200 and some points, but whatever it was to win, we won. And I'm happy with that. Our team reward was that we got to send one collective vote as a team to the other team's campfire ceremony to vote someone else out. Obviously, when I heard that, I was like, I want to stir the pot. I want to start shit. I want to figure what the fuck is going on over there so that like we can do something to fuck shit up. Because if we can get out a target or a major threat on their team, we should go and do it. But that was the idealized situation. The reality is that we don't know what the fuck is going on. Chances are all of my allies on the other team are not gonna tell us what the fuck is going on. And when they did, it turned out that, you know, we're just voting out inactive people so far. There hasn't been any drama, there hasn't been any sort of kicking up of dust and whatnot. No, we are just chill. We are in a very chill game. I was a little disappointed, but at the same time, it's sort of like, I mean, it's better to be predictable when you're in the game. It's probably boring for the viewers. Sorry, guys. But when you're in the game, it's much better to have everything predictable. Like, you want to have future vision. You want to see the path of fate and whatnot. But, yeah. They said, I spoke to, Xfire and Brooke, who are pretty much my closest allies on the other team. From the Crows, I should say, because we've merged. And I asked them, hey, what's going on? Spill the tea if you have any. And they were like, well, there is no drama. We're just voting out whoever is the most inactive. And right now that person is Mo. And I nearly shit myself when he said that. I sort of shriveled up inside because, as you know, I know Mo. I don't want to vote out Mo. I never considered voting out Mo. Ever. Mo was probably one of my allies or someone else that I really like and really trust because of my previous relationship to him outside of the game. So when they said that they were voting out Mo, I was like, are you dead ass right now? I was shocked. So I had to weigh my options. I was thinking, they're voting out Mo because he's inactive. I can't go and tell Mo, hey, they're voting you out because you're inactive. Because you can't exactly climb that hill of inactivity in one night to redeem yourself before an elimination. That's just not possible. Especially since Brooke was telling me, and I've been speaking to Brooke much more regularly than I've been speaking to Mo. And so yeah, I get it. But Brooke did tell me that she didn't get a message from Mo until that night. So I was like, fuck. The nails are in the coffin. There's almost nothing I can do to help him or try and change the scenario. So it sucked, but I did have to cast my vote for Mo. And I think everybody else on my team did too. I did tell my team, hey, the only other name that I heard was Mo. And other people were like, yeah, I heard that too. So obviously we were all speaking to members of the other team. But I'm not gonna keep like huge tabs on that because that is to be expected considering that twist. So yeah, it sucked, but yeah, I really had to go into my confessional and be like, I sadly vote to eliminate Mo. And it sucks because I wanted to have Mo in the merge and work with them in the merge and pretty much everyone that I wanted to, everyone that I like. But the downside is I like everyone. I don't I hate that I second guess myself. But there's not a single person that I want to vote out right now in the merge. I'm clearly lying, but I'm not gonna say who because I don't 100% feel that way, and I also don't 100% know. I'm going to have to wait for more information and more allies and more leverage I can get with the other people at this camp. But anyways, considering we made it to merge, it's like passing a huge hurdle. I can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm not terribly worried about what's going to happen from here on out. I'm happy. I'm happy with where I am so far, and I'm happy with my current standings with the other people at camp and my potential allies. I have an alliance of the Snakes and the players from that team. I have a one-on-one with Blake, which is technically a final two. I was shocked that he even came to me and said that to me. I was like, wait, really? You want to go to final two with me? Of all people? I don't know. I just find it a bit incredulous that somebody would say that to me because I haven't really approached anyone, and I highly doubt that, you know, I give off that much of a good vibe to the point where people are coming to me and saying, I want to go to final two with you. I mean, I'm focusing on like projecting positivity, being positive and being funny, but I don't think, you know, in the long run it's gonna get me to win. Oh well, probably is, but you know, previous history hasn't always worked out in my favor. People eventually, you know, get tired of it and, you know, vote me out or whatever. Shit, someone just came So yeah, let me wrap this up. Our current challenge is a luck challenge, so whoever decided to come up with that, fuck you. The hosts are also at, no, not the hosts, the chefs are also at camp. Kate, Trent, and Cheetah. Yeah, just want to give a big hearty fuck you to the three of you because y'all are so annoying. Like, y'all are tagging people and I'm like this close to actually blocking somebody. I don't actually hate them though, but it is nice to have other faces at camp that are, you know, stimulating the masses and whatnot. But, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, that's just a rough recap of what happened previously, and you know, I'm kind of excited to see where we go from here. Let's see what the future holds. Mwah.